Hi Pisces, good morning, or good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is for you. So we are looking at the energy for you, Pisces, and I was just kind of feeling a little bit of overexertion, so maybe like you are kind of overextending yourself a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I think that there's some work for you to do that involves kind of scaling back a little bit, maybe. Kind of letting go of things that you do out of obligation, and instead, you know, coming from a place where the things you do are not out of obligation necessarily, but because you want to, more so, because you feel that that's meaningful to you, and you're not doing it because it's meaningful to someone else, and you feel like you have to do it for them, sort of thing. It's more about like you kind of taking inventory about what's important to you, what's meaningful to you, and letting that be your starting point. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. So far we've had the Three of Wands come out, and I don't know, usually the Three of Wands is kind of about something good happening. It's like about, you know, waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for the reward that you are deserving of, sort of. It's almost like you know, ordering from Amazon, and that feeling that you get, you know, when, you know, anticipating this package that you have coming in. That's the typical feeling that I would get from the Three of Wands, but for whatever reason, this Three of Wands is standing out as not as happy as that. It's almost like dreading what's coming in. If you look at this card here, what was really standing out to me was the ship in the background. It looked like a dilapidated ship, or like, I don't know, like ghost ship or something. It's almost like it's very dark, it's heavy, the sails look like they're crooked, and the man is standing with his back, you know, facing out, you know, facing us basically, and I don't know, I feel like he's kind of looking at the ship in a little bit of not disgust, but not anticipation, that's for sure. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Got all kinds of cards flipping out now. They didn't want to come out, and now they're all coming out in crazy order. Okay, here we go. So we have the Three of Wands, and I don't know what's next to it yet because it's upside down. So let's see. Page of Cups, Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, and the Emperor. So lots of wands here. Wow, lots of wand energy. Fire, potential, energy, action. That's kind of the feeling from the wands. Yeah, I feel like you were expecting something, and it turned out not to be what you were expecting, or it's gonna turn out to be not what you're expecting, and not necessarily in the happiest of ways. I feel a little bit of darkness coming from this card right now, and darkness is just, you know, it needs light shed on it. That's all. It's just absence of light. So don't. I'm not. This is not a you know, I'm not saying this is gonna be a completely awful thing for you. Because I think that we are now kind of at that point where we understand that you know, when challenges arise for us, they're actually opportunities, you know. There's an opportunity to learn something, there's an opportunity to go in a different direction, and sometimes they arise to correct our path, because we are possibly, you know, going down a path that is not meant for us. And so these course correctors kind of pop up sometimes. Okay, so I'm kind of feeling like that's what this is. There's a course corrector popping up for you, and it is going to put you on a new journey. I feel like it's going to be based in love, right? That it's going to be it's almost like a rediscovery of love. It's kind of, perhaps it's about a relationship that was going in a certain direction, and you were not happy with the direction that it was going in, and that was unfortunate for you, because you know you had you were really expecting something really special, and then something popped up. Well, that thing, what popped up was really that, you know, you were expecting something different, but then the opportunity is that, yeah, you did go off course a little bit, but it's gonna be right. The course is gonna be righted. Okay, you're gonna be redirected to the right course, and this, at the foundation of this course, is love. And so you're going to be really building on this love, and it's not necessarily a relationship, right? When I say love, I mean the core energy of love, which is like source energy. It's just, you know, it's all that is, and it's unconditional, and it's just, it's beautiful. It's just, to me, it is the central energy of all that is. It is the connecting energy of all that is, right? This love. Okay, so that's what we're talking about, and this can show up in all kinds of places, not just relationships with a significant other. This can show up in work. This can show up in passion projects. This can show up in you know, in relation to self. It can show up in relation to others, in relation to nature. It can show up anywhere. Okay. But speaking of passion project, I do feel that. I mean, look at this. We have the Knight of Wands and the Ace of Wands. So there is this, and look at how fiery these cards are. They're very fiery. Lots of like fire going on. And so, you know, and I think that it's important to have this kind of passion, but it's also important that that passion is grounded in love, right? Because if you're moving forward with all of this passion, but it's not grounded in something good, then that's going to just lead you back to this place, right? Of kind of disappointment and, disappointment. So this is really good. It's whatever it is, whatever this passion is, it is very grounded in love, but it's not like it's kind of like it is grounded in love, but it's also a love that kind of needs to be grown a little bit. It's not quite where it needs to be, but it is enough so that when you move forward with this energy, this passionate energy towards some kind of like passion project, or some kind of something that you want to accomplish, not for any egoistic reasons, not for money, not for anything like that, but just because you want to have the experience of, you know, seeing if you can do it, like moving forward with something that you feel good about, and that is going to really you know, provide some benefit to the collective. And that's what this is. And it could be in a large way, it could be in a small way. You know, it's gonna show up differently for different people. Okay. But ultimately, we have the Emperor here, and ultimately, I think this journey, this new journey that you are embarking on, is going to really give you this Emperor status. And again, this is not about ego, but this is about making you feel really good about This is you feeling really good about what you're doing, the path you're on, the passion that you are putting into a project or a new endeavor, a new job, a new relationship, whatever it is. This is really feeling like it is successful for you, and it's making you feel really good. It's making you feel on top of the world. And sorry, but maybe there is a little bit of ego in here as well. But it's not like obsessive, and it's not excessive, and it's just enough. It's just enough, right? Like, oh, sure, we all need to feel good about ourselves, and that's kind of what this is. It's not in a negative, narcissistic way at all. Okay. So yeah, so that's what it is for you. There's a little bit of disappointment that you are going to be working through, but it is going to bring you to a place of beginning some kind of project, some kind of passion project, moving in a direction of with some passionate energy towards something and it is grounded in love, which is really good and important, because that is what is going to allow you to be successful with it. Okay, so interesting read. Yeah, that is the message for you, Pisces. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and if you liked it, let me know. Make a comment, and if you want to see more videos, subscribe. All right, aloha, namaste.